2018 has been a wild year in professional wrestling, with the WWE signing a huge deal with Fox Sports, Cody and the Young Bucks taking on the wrestling world and winning their all-in indie mega show, and many other events capturing the fans' imaginations. However, not everything was wine and roses in wrestling this year. Here are 12 of the most controversial wrestlers of 2018. Number 12. Stephanie McMahon. The billion-dollar princess deserves credit for helping to take the WWE's women's division to new heights. Whether it's the focus on athleticism over TNA, the all-female pay-per-view Evolution, or putting women into main events. Nonetheless, Stephanie deserves criticism for her failure to address the WWE's decision to run shows in Saudi Arabia where women are second-class citizens at best, and the WWE's women wrestlers could not work a single match due to the country's misogynistic culture and laws. If Stephanie is going to do more than pay lip service to her push of the women's movement, she's gonna have to take a stand on controversial issues. Stephanie's relative silence during the Greatest Royal Rumble and Crown Jewel justifiably drew criticism from fans and journalists. Number 11. Hulk Hogan. While many fans have cherished memories of Hulk Hogan the wrestler, it's getting harder and harder to like Hulk Hogan the individual. Hogan's reputation was all but destroyed after his racist comments surfaced on the infamous leaked tape that landed him a fortune from Gawker. These comments led to Hogan being released from the WWE and removed from its Hall of Fame. However, the WWE graciously allowed Hogan to return to the company on the condition that he apologized to the entire WWE locker room for the comments he made. Hogan appeared backstage at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, apologizing for his remarks. In spite of this opportunity, Hogan's apology was seen by more than a few WWE superstars as a half-baked one, with Hogan almost implying he regretted being caught more than he regretted making the comments. For example, Titus O'Neil remarked, "This is not about second or third chances. This is about a man making a decision to make statements that he truly felt in his heart, I believe at that time. He may not feel that way now, he may regret it, but to come out and say, 'I didn't know I was being recorded,' and 'be careful what you say,' and 'I don't remember saying that stuff,' when you start out an apology like that, dude, you lost it already. I wanted to give him a chance. I didn't know what that meeting was about going in, but I wanted to give him a chance." The New Day also criticized the apology, but the Hulkster defended his remorseful remarks, telling Bill Apter, "A lot of people accepted my apology, and a lot of people heard what they wanted to hear, and a lot of the narrative that came out of the meeting was on point. A lot of the narrative was really different. I was surprised to hear some people interpreted what I said that I was just sorry I got caught on camera, or whatever they interpreted, but I never said that. I just hope the brotherhood can get back to the way it was. Outside the ring, you're supposed to protect your brother. In this case, it's a situation where 75, 80, 90% of the wrestlers are protecting me, and they're giving me another chance to move forward. There's just a few wrestlers that kinda don't understand the bond and the brotherhood of wrestling. If someone makes a mistake, you need to forgive them and move on, and try to let them prove themselves." Hogan would appear at the WWE's controversial Crown Jewel event, which was perhaps not the best venue for his return. Number 10. Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate continued to show that no one knows how to get paid so much for doing so little as Brock Lesnar, or to keep the WWE bringing him back for more. WrestleMania 34 promised to be the end to Lesnar's Universal Championship reign, with Roman Reigns finally getting his long-awaited win at the Showcase of the Immortals. However, the WWE wasn't ready to give the fans what they wanted, and Lesnar triumphed again, defeating Reigns and disappearing from WWE television again. With Lesnar scheduled to begin training for the UFC, fans were certain they'd seen the last of Lesnar after Roman Reigns finally defeated him at SummerSlam. Once again, Lesnar proved them wrong, showing up at Hell in a Cell during Roman Reigns' Universal Championship defense against Braun Strowman. When Roman Reigns was forced to relinquish his championship due to the return of his leukemia, Strowman faced Lesnar for the vacant Universal Championship at the WWE's Crown Jewel event. In incredibly quick fashion, Lesnar won the belt, disappearing into the WWE woodwork and leaving fans wondering when, if ever, Lesnar will leave. Considering how much he gets for his so little appearances, why would he ever leave? Number 9. Nia Jax. The WWE's fierce female competitor received a fierce backlash from the fans as well as backstage heat when she accidentally injured Becky Lynch, knocking the Irish lass kicker out of her champion vs champion match against Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series. While some defended Jax's accident, others pointed it as the last example of her hurting opponents in the ring. Jax defended herself on Twitter, saying, "Hey, we don't deliver mail, things happen. Is anyone gonna ask me about how my fist feels?" Number 8. Brie Bella. It's sometimes been said of nepotism that we promote family values as much as we promote family members. Some members of the WWE universe began wondering whether Brie Bella's marriage to Daniel Bryan kept her from getting fired after her latest botch in the ring, this time accidentally knocking out Liv Morgan. Liv entered La La Land after Brie delivered a yes kick square to the face, and Morgan didn't leave the ring for several minutes. Fans noted what they call Bella's frequent botches, questioning whether she even belongs in the ring. Brie defended herself on Twitter, tweeting, "Every match on Raw is an opportunity for us to entertain our fans. Our intentions as WWE superstars is to win the match, never injure our opponents." Thinking about Liv Morgan. As one might expect, Daniel Bryan stood behind his wife and dismissed the insinuations that his role as a main eventer has kept Brie Bella employed rather than being shown the door for an alleged lack of wrestling fundamentals. Number 7. James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth's return to the WWE was short, something which the WWE is likely glad about given the allegations that emerged this fall concerning him. In November 2018, a 16-year-old girl claimed Ellsworth sent her nude pictures of himself via Snapchat. If true, this constitutes as a serious criminal offence, and Ellsworth faces possible imprisonment should he be charged and convicted. Ellsworth denied the allegations in a brief statement, but later denied them in much more detail. Recently, allegations of misconduct have been lodged against me, which I categorically deny. I never have, nor will I have ever engaged in any activity that could be deemed as inappropriate or disrespectful. My delay in publicly commenting on this situation was based on the advice of my legal team, which has just completed a thorough investigation. My attorneys have pinpointed a trusted witness who is willing to testify on my behalf. In addition, they have uncovered concrete evidence that supports my innocence and proves that without a shadow of a doubt, the social media accounts alleged to be mine are fake and the messages from this account were fraudulently created without my knowledge or consent. My only hope is to restore my reputation, as I, along with my family, friends and supporters, have suffered because of a social media stunt devised to end my professional wrestling career. My team and I are prepared to pursue legal action against any parties that persist with the promotion of these lies. Number 6. Austin Aries. Wrestling's most vocal vegetarian left the WWE for success in Impact Wrestling, quickly living up to his name as the belt collector by winning the Impact World Championship and its Impact Grand Championship. However, Aries also gained a reputation for controversy when he made some strongly worded comments against his Bound for Glory challenger Johnny Impact, as well as Impact's wife. While fans believed Aries and Impact were using social media to work the fans, Aries seemed to cross the line when he referred to Impact's wife as husky and commenting on Johnny Impact's gay look. Following his Bound for Glory loss to Impact, Aries didn't even sell the finish and jumped to his feet and flipped off his audience. Work or shoot, Aries doesn't appear to have left Impact Wrestling on good terms. Number 5. The Fabulous Moolah. Despite being dead since 2007, Mary Ellison, aka the Fabulous Moolah, opened the floodgates of controversy this year when the WWE decided to name its first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal after her. Unfortunately, the many allegations made against Moolah for things ranging from prostituting her wrestlers to blacklisting women who didn't pay her game have not been forgotten, and more than one person contacted WrestleMania sponsors demanding to know why she was being honoured. While some wrestlers who knew Moolah have dismissed the allegations as hearsay, the WWE didn't want to have their biggest show of the year tarred by the controversy. Thus, Moolah's name was dropped from the Battle Royal. For more information on these allegations, please check out a Behind the Titantron episode. Number 4. Angel o Dominio. Hardcore matches are known for going over the top, particularly in indie promotions or promotions outside the United States. But few fans could have expected the carnage that ensued when a match at Mexico's Lucha Memes Lucha Libre Boom spun out of control. The bloody bout between Cuervo and Angel o Dominio nearly took a lethal turn when Dominio grabbed a cinder block and threw it at Cuervo's head, fracturing his opponent's skull. Dominio reportedly threw the block after several stiff chair shots from his opponent. The Mexican Professional Boxing and Wrestling Commission suspended Dominio and is investigating why an Extreme Rules match was held in violation of promotional regulations. Cuervo underwent surgery to remove a blood clot and is recovering. Number 3. Randy Orton. In August 2018, former WWE writer Court Bauer claimed on a podcast that the master of the RKO was also the master of his own domain, and that Orton exposed himself to the company's writers and touched themselves. According to Bauer, for every new writer that would show up, he comes in the room, puts his hands down his pants, pulls out his dick, touches himself, then says, "I'm Randy Orton, shake my hand." Oh, you don't want to shake my hand? You're big leaguing me? That's fucked up, man. Should I tell Vince and Steph you won't shake Randy Orton's hand? While the WWE states they are looking into the claim, don't hold your breath waiting for the third generation superstar to face any discipline. Number 2. Jeff Hardy. Wrestling's charismatic enigma is well known for his death-defying ring style as well as his fondness for mind-altering substances. While we haven't heard any stories lately to rival Brother Nero's bust in 2009 for enough pills to stock a small pharmacy, or his infamous in no shape to perform appearance at 2011's Victory Road TNA pay-per-view, Hardy was involved in a DUI last March. According to the Charlotte Observer, 40-year-old Jeff Hardy was involved in a single car crash and admitted to being the driver of the 2016 Cadillac CTS-V sedan. He submitted to a breath test and blew a .25 and was booked for misdemeanor driving while intoxicated. Despite his arrest, the WWE took no action other than claiming that they were investigating the matter. And number 1. Vince McMahon. George Santayana is usually credited with the famous saying, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Unfortunately, McMahon either doesn't care about the past or is getting senile and can't remember the past. Case in point, his decision to revive the disastrous XFL Football League, a vanity project that cost him a reported $50 million back in 2000. Check out Behind the Titantron on more details. While the WWE signed a lucrative deal with Fox Sports to carry the WWE, it's a shame to see some of that money headed for the toilet. Why McMahon would choose to relaunch the XFL is either a sign of McMahon's well-known ego or another example of McMahon's increasingly questionable judgment. Notwithstanding this debacle, Vince McMahon's even bigger mistake was his decision to run the WWE's crown jewel megashow in Saudi Arabia following allegations the Saudi government sanctioned the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The alleged murder sparked a firestorm of controversy that led to a backlash against the WWE for promoting the show through a business deal with the Saudi government. Undeterred, Vince McMahon ran the show, despite superstars John Cena and Daniel Bryan reportedly refusing to work the event. Apparently, Vince McMahon wasn't joking when he said, "It's all about the money, even if it's blood money." Well guys, there you have it, the 12 most controversial wrestlers of 2018. Are there any we missed out? Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.